All right, folks, we gonna do it. We bringing back unscripted. We are live on I don't know a handful of channels, but we'll do some testing. We put a little more framework around the conversation than what we had a couple of weeks ago. But I got some folks sitting in the back of the behind the curtain that want to come on and have a conversation as well. So come on, man. Let's hold on. Let's get ladies in the middle here instead of this dude.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness. Are
yeah,
we
it's,
doing all that? Are we misbehaving already?
we gonna do
yeah.
it the right way.
As
See, we
Queen Latifah says, "Lady first."
ladies first, man. We're gonna put you right in the middle so we can pick
This,
on you in case we have to.
you know what? I am not playing with you tonight.
That's so good. So
It's all
thank
good.
y'all for no one knew who was on the distribution list, which is just me being funny in and of itself. There was a handful of
Oh,
folks on the distribution. Y'all were all BCC, but a couple of weeks ago we had a decent conversation around whatever. Right, there was no topic, there was no agenda. We just got to rambling off about some things, and I think that's good for the soul, just to do some things. Um, I forgot where I'm online right now, but so I guess I better watch what I say just in case I say something too crazy. But here's
Don't
the
say
thing:
anything too crazy.
I won't say anything too crazy. Again, hey, we won't let the 5 to 9 mess up the 9 to 5.
Exactly.
But
that's
one
true.
thing that I did learn that we can, and since I'm using Restream, we can pair channels now midstream.
Hmm.
So they just launched that actually today. I was online with them earlier this morning, and like, should we ever down the road want to pair different channels, and something's already started, we can actually do that now with the power of Restream pairs. So y'all let me know if y'all want to pair one of your channels just to do a
I,
test.
I've been testing other stuff. I'm not testing
You,
that today.
you wore out with the testing. You
Mhm.
wore out. I ain't mad at you, sis.
Well, I have been testing some stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's what we do. That way you can be just 2% better than the next person and teach them as they come through. Right.
True, true,
You're not
true.
trying to hear that. You're not trying
It's really, it's the nature of my everyday.
to. Yeah.
Similar to you, there's always something to test. There's always a workflow to test. There's always a feature change or using something in differently than you thought you would use it.
Hmm.
You run into, well, I won't say you, I run into roadblocks and then I'm figuring out how do I get around this roadblock? How do I go under it, through it, sideways or something? So uh, it every day it seems that I'm finding something that I'm testing.
Walter, what about you? Because listen, me and Florence, we stay active right
Mhm.
there. We using all of those minutes that she talks about. You still keeping it moving out here in these digital streets?
I am. I mean, I took me a nice little break from
What, you took a
going.
hiatus or something? What you
Yeah, yeah.
take some
Took a
time
break
off?
from going live. It
No.
just I needed to get off the camera for a while and just kind of put some things in perspective, get the mental health right. Started a new project on another channel, just wanting to test some things. Where right now I'm just committed to just loading about 20 to 30 pieces of content on the new channel just to see how YouTube is
Mm,
going to respond to it. Because as we all know, live streaming is about um, interacting with your audience in real time and building communities. Vertical content is more or less just giving somebody some quick, you know, entertainment or
quick
education, and
hits,
then
right?
they're gone. But took a step back and I said, let me just go back to the original blueprint before YouTube really started introducing all these things, and before TikTok became a thing.
Man,
And
you
I
can't
think
get
I
away
just
from
I,
it.
I think I just heard what the government just agreed to, allowing TikTok now to be in the US. And I was like, wow, all that hoopla about TikTok is gonna be gone. And all of a sudden now it's here to stay. That's another subject. But just uploading just 20 to 30 pieces of content, just kind of really looking at how the channel responds And then once I do my evaluation of that in 6 months, then I'll introduce the next phase of the content of, going live. I've come to the conclusion from just from a viewer standpoint and from also a content creator standpoint, vertical content needs to just be in its place. Depending on your channel and your brand, it just needs to be in its place. That's the reason why Instagram doesn't have horizontal content. TikTok doesn't have horizontal content. So I've kind of come to understand now that vertical content has its place, but with this new channel I'm doing, I'm not going to really be doing any vertical content because
Okay.
I need an audience that's going to really buy into what we're presenting to them, and not buy into that. It's what they're looking for, and it's not going to be
Mhm.
something quick hit. And when I introduced the second phase of the live streaming aspect, there's a community already there based on the horizontal content that has been there. So
Yeah. And plus you do a lot of slide work, right? So you're
yes,
you're you're giving lessons so in vertical on a mobile phone on 6 inches, right? That's probably tough.
yes,
So you go 16 by 9, much easier to pull up your slide deck and walk through the lesson of the day, so to speak, right?
right. But I mean, with all this new AI technology, I
Come on.
I, I won't put it past. They're gonna create a format where you can do slides on vertical. I just listened today about a bunch of new features that YouTube
Yeah.
is launching, and it was like heavily AI driven. And not only the AI driven, but it was vertical driven. So it's like you can clearly see that the platform is now trying to become better than TikTok. I don't want to say the next TikTok, but better than TikTok. But it's vertical is the primary focus now for YouTube. And so, depending on the type of audience you want to reach, you have to make a decision as a content creator. Do you want to buy into that?
Wow, that's a huge conscious conversation. So Florence, I mean, let's ask you this too, because right, a lot of the stuff that you do, you're also demonstrating platforms and tools. And have you considered going vertical with any of your content?
I have, but if I'm gonna tweak the conversation
Go ahead on,
slightly.
child.
Go
That's
right
why you
ahead.
in the middle. She
I
gonna tweak
think
the
that's
conversation.
because it's not about the conversation and the decisions we're making. It's not about the platform and
Mm,
what the platform is doing. I think the deeper conversation is who is it we're desiring to reach
Hmm.
and what is it we're offering them that may be monetary or not, but what is the true value that we're offering them? That is the conversation I'm having with myself,
Hmm.
and I'm having it in my journal
mhm.
because that's what's different. Every platform, one can achieve success. I believe that the success comes when you know who it is your target, who's your ideal customer profile, as the saying goes. Who am I talking to?
Right.
Who am I serving? Who am I looking to bring value to? What questions am I answering for them? What problems am I helping them solve? What transformation am I helping to bring them through? And then how do I do it? That's for me has become the foundation of the way I think about everything I do, whether it's a live stream, whether it's a recorded video, whether it's a blog, an email, a post on my school community, answering comments, answering questions, even sending offline answers to people who reach out to me, to clients who reach out to me. What who is my ideal customer? Everyone is not my ideal customer.
That is
Right.
true.
If
Right.
everyone is my ideal customer, nobody is my ideal customer.
Oh my goodness.
So who is that? And then
Hmm.
how do I reach them? To me, the format becomes secondary at that point, whether it's vertical, horizontal, written, video, audio only. I'm working on a project now, James, you're aware of it, where I'm really leaning into the community building, but not the way I was introduced to the community building, because I'm very clear now what I want to do and who I want to reach. And the people who want what I'm offering will come along, and the people it's not for won't. And that's okay.
That's a huge maturation right there. What's happening, Marvin? See you, brother, in the comments. Appreciate you for being here. Right, knowing that you can't please everyone, that you can't go out there and there's too many opportunities. There's too many different nuances. There's your message doesn't resonate with everyone, and that's actually okay. That's actually a good thing,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
Because again, there's like the Pat Flynn of the world say, you want to find that tribe, you want to find that. What is his statement? The the thousand true fans, or something of that nature, right? You want to find those folks that actually resonate, that actually rock with you, and then let them be your marketing, or let them be your amplification out to other folks, that like-minded folks. Um, and,
Yeah.
and I'm actually, so consciously, I'm actually testing this right now because you guys probably noticed I'm not live on my primary channel right now. I will chop
Okay.
this up because Florence said something just now that's got to be. I'm sorry, I'm a shorts guy. It's gonna be a short,
Yeah.
and in about 2 hours, it's gonna be a short. So that it's gonna be out there. Um,
Oops, sorry.
Look, it's you over there knocking stuff over there.
Mm-mm.
Marvin says you can't please everyone.
Mm-mm.
So do we're not making content because we're going down this path. We're not making content for ourselves, but we're
Mhm.
making content to feed and to nourish our communities. The medium is it? It sounds like, Walter, you've kind of decided on the medium and the platform and the format. Horizontal format on YouTube. Is YouTube your platform of choice, or are you building something somewhere else? Is kind of where I'm trying to get to.
Right now, YouTube is the platform
Okay.
that we're building, and this testing is being done
Mm.
on with this channel. Um, Florence said an interesting thing that kind of reinforced why I want to kind of stay away from vertical content,
Mm.
because when you say, okay, horizontal videos, YouTube, because it has replay value. Facebook doesn't have replay value. If it does, you got to scroll a whole long time down a page or public private group page to find previous video that was 6 months ago.
Plus, they're
So
taking stuff off, right? They
right,
are
and they're
literally
taking it
taking your
off.
content off. So
Right. So YouTube has the replay value. Well, same thing with LinkedIn. You can have it up there, but you can't find it.
mm,
From there, the next steps of emails, newsletters, blogging, to be able to have that as a part of that, to be able to share with your community and your audience, you can't really do that effectively with shorts and vertical
mm,
content. Horizontal, you can. You can bring someone to a website. You can bring someone to a community forum platform. But it seems like, and I get it, this is rented space. So the owner of the space is saying the flavor of the day is shorts. When you think about it, when you first turn on your homepage of YouTube, what's the first thing you're majoritarily going to see?
quick hits. Yeah.
Quick hits. I mean, it's going to show your viewing habits of what you like. I'm constantly watching Battle of Los Angeles because I've been watching a lot of movies on YouTube. I'm watching Some of All Fear, so it's showing me movies. But I scroll down, I'm going to see James Hicks. I'm going to see Florence. Even if Florence ain't made a vertical short in 6 months, it's going to show me a vertical short
Yeah.
of Florence,
Yeah.
because that's what it wants me as a viewer to watch. And I said, okay, rather if you're creating content for just for yourself or for your church or for a particular audience, you have to understand, as Florence said, your target audience, and also the platform you want to reach them at.
I guess I understand that step, and I admire the fact that you know where you are in the journey, right? And you realize that it's not a sprint, right? It's that marathon. I don't know how many analogies I'm gonna use. But you get it, right? And I do hope that somewhere down the line you get to the point where you say, yeah, this rented land is cool, and this is where I'm. Everything is not the live stream. I guess that's what I'm trying to put out there and say, right? Bring your folks someplace, because I think you not I think I know you've got a message to share with a particular community, and there's got to be a place where y'all can fellowship together on in a place that you control end to end. You don't have to build it yourself, but so almost like a school where again you don't have to build the platform in and of itself, but you own that list. You can decide to do on premise, face to face meetup, and you can't really pull that, not even from your subscriber list, right, on YouTube or something. But if you got a community, whatever the platform is, who cares what the platform is, right? But you can email, you can call, you can send a text message to your folks if you kind of get what I'm saying, man. I mean,
Sure, you
understanding that
can.
next step. Florence, help me out with that. I'm trying to
No,
get this man.
I
I'm trying to get
I
this man
clearly
up.
understand what you're saying, because with an email list, if it's 1,500 subscribers, but you have a committed folks of 100 people that are constantly there, and you send an email list, and 25 of them show up in a Zoom meeting with you, and you want to start planning something together for an in-person meeting, sure, I understand that.
That's where I'm trying to get to. At least I want to have more in-person conversation. Just behind the camera is dope, and we all do a great job at it. But I want to have face-to-face cohorts. I want to have face-to-face conversations. I want to be in a conference room with somebody and saying how we gonna make each of us better, not just you better. How we gonna make me better as well? And
Right,
kind of, so,
right.
I mean, just I'm an old walk around the conference room, tapping folks on the shoulder and kind of engaging. So what do you think, Ms. Donald?
There's a place for it.
Okay.
There's definitely a place for in person. I submit that building the in person will come out of building the online.
Mm. Okay.
Pre 2020, we were doing all the things to put people in rooms. Me too. I would have events and bring people to my office and have conference rooms set up and all of that. Conferences over the weekend where the room was full. But the amount of work and energy
and the cost
that I expended, because many of the people had never met me or met the guest or whomever. So you had to build that credibility in the room, in the moment. What building online, in my view, allows us to do is build the know, like, and trust first. Then you come together. You already, in some sense, feel like you know these people. So your energy to get the credibility doesn't need to be spent. Now your energy is, what are we here to accomplish? Everybody comes in ready, locked and loaded, ready to go to work.
Yeah.
Now, whether that's and it doesn't matter what the topic is or even what the industry is. If the industry is race car driving, if the industry is basketball or skating or the proverbial underwater basket weaving.
Go ahead.
Right?
Underwater basket weaving.
The people who come together at that point, they've been introduced to the person who's leading,
Yeah.
who's organizing, they're excited, hopefully, to be there. So yeah, you still have to do all of the work. You have to get the room, you have to set it up, you have to do the catering, you have to get the audio and the video. All of that still has to happen. It's not going to change.
Hmm.
But what does change is now it's not just a whole bunch of strangers looking at each other side-eyed.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
That's
point.
where
Yeah.
I see the value in building online. That's part, not the whole thing, but that's part of where I see the value in building online community. And I'll say where I got it from. Alex Lindsay. I got it from I
Okay.
listened to him
Okay.
enough
Yeah.
to understand that's exactly what he has done. Literally, the man can go pretty much on any continent in the world
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and put out a message in Discord and say, I'm going to be
Meet me
doing
here.
an event at this place. Whoever shows up and it's packed. I'm
No,
doing
he's got
a
it like that.
meetup and let's have dinner on virtually any continent in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. But I tell you this, but before you continue on, you talking about looking at someone's side eye. What we can do
Mm-hmm.
is look at this other co-host that is 20
Okay.
minutes late showing up. And we can figure out why in the world the man with the dopest studio setup decided to show up when he wanted to show up.
Well, hey everyone, it's Janay like lemonade. So today was back to school night. I just came back from school for my
we
kids.
don't want we on TikTok, so the kids over there don't want to hear about that right now.
I guess
Shouts out to
not.
you
I
folks
guess
on
not. They don't
TikTok.
want
I
to hear
see you,
about
Mr.
it.
Makers.
Good to see you, James. Good to see everybody here.
You too. Hey, I'm not mad at you. The simple fact that you showed up back to school, you didn't send your wife. I applaud you, sir.
I'm mad at you because again, we were having a deep conversation about showing up and being attentive to our communities. And Mr. Ahmed shows
I
up
love
when he wants
I
to.
love what I don't know everybody's names, but
Hey, Mr. Janay.
good to see you. You know what you shared, like this man can show up in any country and say, hey, I'm gonna be here, and that place is packed. This is exactly what Kevin Hart did. And he learned it from guess who? Do you know the guy? Forgetting
Tony
his
Robbins.
name.
Tony Robbins.
No, not Tony Robbins. There's another comedian. And he was collecting emails when he's doing these stand-up comedian tours. I'm like, why are you collecting emails for? Like, so when we show up to that city, we're gonna, tell everybody. So boom. It's about building communities.
Look at you. You coming through throwing us haymakers. We're not even ready for them. Marvin's talking about social media has killed in person, but it's also brought people together from around the world. Listen, we got West Coast here. We got East Coast right there. Florence is in Maryland.
I'm East
Janay,
Coast.
you where?
East Coast. I'm in Virginia.
That's right. You're in my hometown.
Mhm.
And Walter's over there in that neck of the woods too. So we bringing folks together. Folks together. I'm loving. I got K Dot. Do I got Kendrick Lamar over on TikTok too? I don't know.
Now, James, I want to go back to something that you and Florence and your previous guest was talking in your last Unscripted.
Yeah.
You guys had a conversation about using platforms to be able to help grow, your audiences and them having experience. And the question came up about Zoom. And I believe it was Tall Boy where he was saying something about something similar like Zoom.
Yeah.
That the same type of future. I forget the name of what it was called. And the concern was, why is it not being given a chance and an opportunity in the corporate world?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Florence gave an excellent explanation why the different hurdles it has to overcome to get that. When what you're talking about doing in terms of in-person meetings and what Mr. Ahmad had said, forgive me if I butcher your name, sir.
Just call me Janay like lemonade.
Janay, thank you very
Man,
much,
it's
sir.
too cool.
Thank you so much.
Too cool.
Too cool. when you have a platform like Tallboy was talking about, you can be able to use those different things, use that platform, so that way when you start doing your in-person meetups that you want to meet up people in face-to-face and conferences, you're using that platform versus Zoom. For me as a creator though, had I not caught like the last few minutes of your conversation, I didn't know that that platform existed. I think with platforms like that, our communities and other content creators need to be more made aware of them and how they can be better utilized, so you can get to the end
Okay,
goal
I
of
see
in
where you're
person.
going. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because and Janay, I'll let you chime in as well
Mhm.
on this because you do a lot of conferencing with your podcast and with the home studio builds and things of that nature. And every time I look, if I'm not on stage, Janae's on stage, so he gets this thing as well. It's less about the platform though. We were talking about the fact that during COVID, when the world stopped, Zoom won. Zoom
Mhm.
became the Kleenex, right?
And they still winning.
And they're
Mhm.
right, and they're
Still
still
are. Yep.
winning.
Emmys. Come on now.
Yeah, let's keep it playing. There it is. Right, it's very straightforward to use, very accessible, all platforms, things that it's just the thing that's out there. We're seeing Google Meet trying to come back and do a resurgence by adding some capability and functionality. There are all these SaaS organizations, a handful of SaaS organizations that are left. Those of us that are in this SaaS world, software as a service world, have gotten burned by a couple of companies that came up and then now are gone.
Mhm.
So, I mean, like, yeah, the meetings of the world, the meet hours, there's a handful of other ones that are out there, but we know, and we've got longevity and we've got credibility with that company based out of Silicon Valley. We got credibility with Zoom because they always seem to work 90+% of the time.
Mhm.
It's taken the friction out of the engagement, right? So that's why they're winning. That's why it's hard to pull people off of them into another platform. Janae, I guess reason I wanted to tee that up and ask you again, you're out there guest hosting on a number of podcasts, hosting folks on yours as well, and there's a number of different platforms. Where do you are you pushing folks or telling folks to go leverage a particular platform, or are you telling folks to just go out there, turn on their lights, camera, and action, and do the thing? What's your teaching?
So there's a few different platforms that I am pushing. Like if they are going to be the producer, if they are going to be creating the content, I'm like, hey, you gotta use Ecamm Live, you gotta use the Mac. Like I'm pushing that, right?
Mhm,
But if they want to bring people into their system, like I'm interviewing anywhere from 5 to 10 guests a week.
mhm.
I'm bringing them through Zoom because I know we have this integration, this amazing integration with Ecamm Live. I can bring them in Zoom, I can put them on stage, make them look out pretty. I still guide them on, hey, position yourself like this and that. But again, that's so easy for them to use. I think last year when they put a report out of all the podcasts that are being created, 70% of the podcasts were created using Zoom.
Mm.
They have the manpower, they have the technology power.
Have the
They might
bandwidth.
be letting go of people,
Yeah,
but they've built it up. Now there's Riverside that's shown up on every event that I've gone to. There's Riverside booth.
yeah. Riverside's a
There's
great platform.
there's amazing platform. Some other ones are also showing Squadcast. I mean,
Mhm.
again, all of these platforms are great. They do meet, they are building platform for the higher caliber things, but most of even the highest caliber podcasts are being recorded in person on
Truth.
Black Magics,
Right. Right.
on hard drives, right?
So again, the friction piece.
Mm-hmm. You want to
Yeah,
move that?
Riverside is dope, and they kind of started that whole aspect of both sides, audio and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
video,
double-ended
right? So
recording.
they kind of started that,
Yeah.
and there's not much of a learning curve on that. But again, no one has. Maybe someone has, but I don't think enough people have kind of gotten to the mountaintop and champion their capabilities and their functionality.
Yeah.
Squadcast being integrated with Descript is not even close. They're getting there, but
Mm-hmm.
they've still got a long ways to go before really making that a full on solution. And they've even said that. So I'm not talking disparagingly of the script.
Mhm.
I send them a lot of money every month. Right? So don't do anything to me, y'all, because don't mess up my account.
Yeah.
But Zoom is just the way it is. And again, I think what you're leading into, and I don't want to put any statements in your mouth. If you got any questions, folks, on multiple platforms, I see folks again. I'm loving the fact that we look so good over here on TikTok. Um, but it's frictionless, or the friction is less when you use kind of that legacy platform to get your message out. And then, what Florence is leading to as well is go where your people are. Don't necessarily try to go everywhere.
Mhm. Mhm.
And Florence is building a phenomenal community in a location where she holds the keys, where she holds the deed, which is phenomenal. Which I think I know it's going to be a complete success as she continues to build and elevate that.
Mhm.
Live streaming inside that community again owns everything from A to Z. So that's where I'm trying to really draw the communication into, or the conversation, to own your land. Right. Have some rental properties too. Have the YouTubes of the world, and have all these other things. Have some rental properties too. But man, you got to have that mortgage out there to where you own that email list, that distribution list, that client contact list, or whatever the case may be. And I think, Janay, I don't know if you weren't here for the last week's or a couple of weeks ago unscripted, where again we just have conversations about stuff. It doesn't always have to be about content curation and things like that. We gonna probably talk about your beekeeping here in a minute, so don't worry. But we're gonna get into that.
Yeah,
But
James, I want to jump in on this own your land thing.
Yeah.
One of over the last 3 weeks or so, I knew it. You know how you can intellectually know something, but you don't know it. But now I know it. All of these other platforms, these rented land platforms, whether it's YouTube is your primary, TikTok, Blue Sky, X, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, whichever one or ones you choose, LinkedIn, if we look at them and we interact on those spaces to be the lead to get to where we want to get to. And let me make it plain. I'm not leaving YouTube. In fact, I'm going to be doing more on YouTube. However, what's different is the intention behind what I'm doing on YouTube. Crystallizing that message, crystallizing who I'm talking to, crystallizing what it is I'm hoping to get and desiring, and to get the person through to transformation, and ultimately for the right people who are looking for what I'm offering, they will come to the community. Yes, I have a blog. The blog is the same. Yes, I have an email list. The email list is the same. They are, in other words, they're feeders to build the community. Because the real work, I can do cohort courses. I can plan in-person events. In fact, it has a feature in there so you can see what part of the world everybody is in.
Yeah.
To facilitate that in-person capability. That then moves out of, it's just like I think most of us here remember telephone books.
Now you flashing
Yellow
back
pages.
Black and yellow pages. White pages, yellow pages.
Right.
Yellow pages, white pages. Right? That was a feeder to get people to your business. To know that you existed. The Kevin Hart's putting flyers on chairs saying, if you want to know when I'm going to be back in town, sign up for my email list and I'll send you an email. Was a feeder to get them into his system.
Okay.
It wasn't just I'm putting flyers out on these chairs. I done spent money to print all this stuff up, and we're running around putting these flyers on the chairs. So we're not running around just doing videos and live streams and shorts and whatever else you want to call it on these social media platforms for the sake of doing it.
Mm.
And it doesn't have to be a commercial enterprise. It can be a not-for-profit. It can be a nonprofit. They're not the same. It can be commercial, or it can just be you want to serve people and you're not looking to monetize anything. I hope you're not doing all this work with that view, but if you are, it's all good.
I was about to say, I'm glad you corrected real quick. I was like,
But
because I'm over here
they're in
now
essence,
promo
they're
codes
the
right now.
door.
So,
They're the
okay.
door for people to know what you're doing, and you can then speak to the people you're intended to speak
Yeah.
to, and to help the people you're intending to help.
My goodness.
That's my point of view.
That's a good point. We got the stream tornado. First of all, who is that?
That's Gabriel.
So Gabe, he's over on, that's right, we on Twitch. Look, why am I on Twitch?
I'm on Twitch.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot about Twitch. I don't even think about Twitch.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
I was like, that was the only one that I didn't have to reconnect.
See, there you go. Okay. Because, I get a lot of trolls over on Twitter. I guess if you don't have trolls, you're not winning, but it's all good. Good to see you, brother. He said the force is strong with this group right here. We got to get you on here one of these weeks, Gabe, because you do some good things too. All right. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, Janay, what you been up to? All kind of good stuff.
Well, I loved what you shared. Those are all the different channels that you go to. Like when you go to somebody's website, they have these logos. Like I've been on ABC, NBC, and they're all bringing people back to that one channel because that's the platform that they're building. So recently, what I've been up to lately is putting some studios together. I've got a couple in Reston, one in McLean here in Virginia. And then there's 2 events that I'm going to. One is a local event my friend's putting together. It's called Raising the Bar in DC. It's an event for bartenders and teaching them how to build their personal brand through their Instagram.
Okay.
Because they have a very a locked in. It's almost like from bartender, if they go to a managing position, they take a pay cut because they don't get those tips no more. So he's trying to teach them how to build a brand. So I'll be speaking there. And then later that weekend, we have Empowered Podcasting Conference in North Carolina, where I'm doing a workshop on home studios, as well as providing the video capture capability. So, all the speakers have their videos. But one thing that I want to bring forward to that's mind blowing for me, and this is something that we all need to go tomorrow and do this. So a friend of mine, Heather Parody, I don't know if y'all know her. She invited me to this event. It was an online webinar thing. 8 people showed up on this webinar. But this is a gentleman over here, Dr. Kerry Oberberner, writing a book called You Are an IP Company.
Okay.
Because as we're creating our trademarks, our copyrights, all the things that we are creating, we're creating intellectual property. So he's saying go register that through that. So when you publish a book, it's registered with the Library of Congress. Right? When you're doing trademarks, you got to go through the patent office. When you do copyright, that's through the Library of Congress. But he's built, and if you remember back in the days when you wanted to protect your idea, you would write it down, mail it to yourself. So now it's time stamped. So what he's done, he's built a software called Instant IP, which lets you timestamp your idea on the blockchain.
Y'all go get that book.
Let's get that book. It's powerful. And he talks about.
I am not trying to shop today.
I told you we're gonna have somebody spending money.
But all his stuff is free.
Coins.
But here's what's powerful. He talks about Taylor Swift in here.
Okay.
How she is an IP company. I did not know this, but she registered, trademarked her name, say Taylor Swift, before she even published her first album.
Wow.
Didn't know that.
And to this date, she has over 300 trademarks and counting. And these trademarks are for her song names, her concerts, her cats' names. So if anybody tries to monetize off of her names, guess what's happening? She's like, hey, you can't do that. You gotta pay royalties. It's kind of rambling. So those are some of the things that I've been pretty excited about and working on. Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, so folks, listen, I just put the link to all platforms for You Are an IP Company. They got the Kindle version, the audiobook. I'm an audiobook guy. Me and Audible get along real well.
Yes.
The hardcover, the paperback, you can go get that definitely on Amazon. You could have it there tomorrow if you order it. Come on, Janay is over here dropping gems, y'all. Y'all see, I told you he's always on stage, and we got the man here
Thank you, guys.
to fill out the squares here. And I'm using Restream consciously as well. I don't know if you were going to ask about that because we're all Ecamm folks too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm using Restream specifically as a backdrop.
It goes to TikTok, right?
Mainly to help with the promotion of the new Pairs 2.0 that I was part of the announcement earlier this morning. So It's kind of a selfish thing because I gotta put some check marks by
you gotta do it.
By the thing for the brands that I'm working with. But again, it allows us to pair different channels. That's the whole thing, right? Just broadening the reach, because especially something like Unscripted, we can talk about anything and everything. And we've gone from content creation, we've gone from writing books to creating studios. In a minute, we're going to talk about fancy fountain pens. It don't matter, right?
They are not fancy. They just writing instruments.
This is what we talk about. We can talk about, And listen, Gabe over there talking. Yeah, Janay always dropping these gems, man. So y'all pay attention.
Love it.
I'm not mad at TikTok though, so I was going to leave them alone. But we doing all right now over there. Okay, I see.
So I remember when
videos.
I remember when TikTok was like, hey, you can now stream from your computer, right? But it was like PC based only. You had to like download this PC software, and I tried it. I'm like, okay, this is not working because my main system is Mac, and I tried to like remote into my PC in the other room. It didn't work. But you're telling me that Restream streams to TikTok?
It is. We are live there right now. There are a lot of
maybe you need to drop a link to that one.
There are a lot of platforms that allow RTMP feeds, and I can guarantee you that next week I'll also be going to Substack, because Substack allows RTMP connectivity.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it's a pretty Nate's coming through and not even 4K. He's coming in 8K. Right? Look at his stuff over there. I don't. Can't nobody do it like you.
Who are you talking about? 8K. I'm doing 1080p here, bro. I got 1080p.
I was like, wow.
But the man knows his exposure triangle, and the man knows lighting. There it is, right? I'll do that. Okay, I'll give you them flowers. That's dope. That's dope. Gabe, we're gonna get you on here one of these times as well. Walter Strong is one of the coolest. Look at that. He over there. He just trying to get on camera. He over there talking.
Walter Strong. Okay.
That's Gabe. That's Gabe talking.
Oh, okay.
What, you forgot your own name? Oh Lord.
No. I remember my name. What Dad called me. I'm all like you said. My man got in 8K. I was like, damn, how
you gotta keep up, brother. You gotta keep up. I'm moving quick over here.
I told you I've been rusty, man. I've been off live for.
Remember, I'm 3 hours behind you. It's still early for me. It's only just after 5. You got to keep up.
Yes, sir.
Questions in the comments, y'all put them out there. Dustin, I see you, my man, over there on TikTok, over there liking and hearting and all those things. I gave everybody on TikTok a promo code to the merch store. I got to do these drops, but so shouts out to them if you're over there. That's what's up. Where we going now? We talked about creation. We talked about owning community. We talked about You Are an IP Company. I am going to be downloading that this afternoon.
I actually want to talk about Zoom a little bit. Their conference starts, is it tomorrow? I think the Zoomtopia starts
I hope
tomorrow. I
not,
think it
because I'm gonna
is.
be locked in on the Meta conference tomorrow because the new
I
Ray-Ban Metas are
think I
coming.
do think it starts tomorrow.
I need me them new
Um,
Ray-Ban Metas.
And I want to go back to the conversation that
Oh, and it
Tallboy
tomorrow, yeah.
had regarding this other platform. I actually don't know the name of it. If you know what
It's
it
probably
is, let
it
me
was
know.
well, he was using Go Brunch.
Okay, Go
But
Brunch.
yeah.
The way I look at all of these, whether it's Google Meet, well, there was one, I won't mention it. They should have never put their stuff out there.
Mhm.
Google Meet, WebEx, Zoom, whatever.
Mhm.
The audience it's targeting, it's not all the same. What Zoom is doing has become nearly a full stack. Nearly. You can do plain meetings, like everybody was introduced to Zoom with plain Zoom meetings. What they made that solid and simple and easy for anyone at least to get in the door. Don't have to figure out how to move around, don't have to figure out how to do nothing.
Mhm.
But then what they've now done is they've leveled up their webinar platform. They've leveled up the broadcast production in their platform, which is where they won the Emmy, is in the broadcast production category. They've got call center capability. It connects to your calendar. So if there's a company, small or large, that's looking for an integrated, it's just going to work for me.
Mhm.
That's where Zoom is going to throw it. If you think of Zoom only as it's a meeting platform where I can go in and have a meeting, then maybe not so much. It's easy to say, go use whoever. But when you start thinking about like broadcast level production, a call center, telephoning, writing your documents, chat online with your folks all the time, integration with your calendar, online scheduling, all of those various pieces and parts, these other systems don't have that.
Mhm.
They don't have those features
Good point.
built in. And so depending on who you're looking to reach, I get it. If you have no desire whatsoever to reach a corporate environment, then these kind of fun tools
Come on.
will work.
I know where I want to go right there. Keep going.
Absolutely, they will absolutely knock it out of the park if your desire is to have fun and have it look cool. But if your goal is to be stable and not have to hop around to 2, 3, 4, 5 different tools to do a whole bunch of type of events, virtual events, Zoom will knock you out of it will win every time. And all of the integration it's doing with these other production systems like Ecamm Live, like Mimo Live, like vMix.
Yeah.
Those other tools don't have that. So if somebody's using vMix and they want to use Zoom, they don't have to go through the hoops that we used to have to go through to get the audio working and stuff and bring people on stage and have them seen, and because they put the SDK out so that the people can just use it. It's more than it doesn't look it doesn't have a certain aesthetic to it. That's just, I wanted to put that out there because I want to make sure that we're conveying a fuller picture than these are solely and only Zoom meetings that we all started learning Zoom with. It's so much more.
Yeah.
It is.
And
Yeah.
One thing particularly, and I'll let you guys chime in as well, but the fact that you said it's the way you show up, right? You want to show up with that professional presence. You want to show up looking advanced. You want to show up looking put together. You want that production to be right. Zoom is going to be there. I think honestly, to be honest with you, I don't think that they will, but I think Zoom needs to raise the prices. I've said many times people pay attention to what they pay for and the functionality that continues to roll out. Please, y'all don't come after me if they do end up raising the prices after tomorrow. But listen, they got John
I'm
Batiste.
definitely gonna give him your email address.
Listen, hey, and John Batiste don't just show up for nothing. So if he gonna go there and open up the keynote with a little rendition on the piano, somebody gonna have to pay for that. I'll leave it alone and stop playing. But there's value in what they provide. It makes sense. Florence, you're the one who got me to come back to Zoom too, because I was using some of those other platforms, and I said, I'm blaming you. You're the reason why I came back.
I was using some of the others as well.
I'm gonna go to Zoomtopia now. I'm actually because I'm gonna go between the two, the Meta conference and the Zoom conference tomorrow.
Yeah, I was using some of the others, and then there are times when I still need to use some of the others because of the work that I do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me and my organization,
Me and my house. Oh,
I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stay locked here. A,
Yeah.
I already know. B, I can train my people. C, I can. Very few people will not recognize a Zoom link if you give it to them.
So true.
yeah.
D, I've built relationship with people, so if I need help, I can get help.
Yeah.
What's crazy is my kids, they have weekly classes on Zoom.
Still on Zoom.
Right. Yeah. Their teachers are on Zoom. They're in Egypt. They're in Pakistan. And then they're learning Arabic and Urdu on Zoom. They know the 6-digit code for their classes to jump on. Right. So if these kids are trained on it, and like literally my son, when he started kindergarten during the pandemic, it was on Zoom.
Yeah.
That's where the movement comes from.
Again, very low friction, easy to use, almost like I don't want to make the Android people upset, but almost as again that swipe left, swipe down, the iPhone effect. Or I know what to do when I get to it, and it just happens to work all the time. Janay, I see you over here on TikTok. You see how we doing, brother? You see what's happening?
I just looked it up. It looks clean.
Right.
Nice.
We got a gang of man. Y'all done messed around and started something. We gonna be on TikTok all the time now. That's it.
Okay.
Don't mess up over there, those folks in DC.
So
y'all make
talking
sure
about Zoom, right? Talking about Zoom, Florence, great topic.
Yeah.
Now, Zoom wasn't able to do this alone. And that's something that we need to realize, right?
Yeah.
We're here as creators, but we're doing it all alone. We're like, no, I got this. I can do this on my own. I can do this on my own. And I learned this very early on in my podcasting, hobby. People told me, hey, you need to hire an editor. You need to hire somebody who can promote. I was like, no, I got this. What I didn't realize is I only have 24 hours in a day.
1,440.
How many?
Right?
How many? Keep going, Janay, because I'm gonna bring up some merch that Florence should be selling.
I am so
Go
let
ahead
you
with
do that. I let you do that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Janay.
So I was like, I need to bring somebody on so they can help me. And not are they helping me, guess what? I'm also helping them. Right? Help them raise their families. Like when we go and work for a company, they're helping us raise our families.
Yeah.
1444. Is this how many minutes per day? How you get 1440 minutes per day, bro? Is that 24 times 60?
24. How many minutes in an hour? 60.
Shoot, 60. I got it.
Hey, y'all better go.
60 times 24 is what?
Yeah, I got it. 1440.
Say it for the people in the back of the room.
But I'm trying to give you 1,000 hours in one day. How are you going to get that? You can't do it alone.
Right.
We need teams. When Florence talks about her organization and training people, what does that mean? Right? People, other people.
Can't do it alone. Yeah.
Other people.
So Zoom didn't get here on its own. They did some smart decisions. They bought Keybase in 2020. They bought Kites in 2021. Five9 in 2021 for $14.7 billion. Solvi in 2022, Work Vivo in 23, and Kazoo was the recent acquired in 2025, which is a provider of employee experience solutions. So all you're saying, Florence, is going back to the people, the community. What are you building? What culture are you building? Where is that coming from? And that's so important, because just like we are kind of like Ecamm fam, right? We all Ecamm fam, right? I have
We'll
my
get you over,
family.
Walter.
Well,
I
except
know
for
you.
Walter.
I know you still over there messing with
Wow,
them.
blow me up live. Just
Yeah.
put me up. Just put me out there on live.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I know you
Yes.
still mess with them
Walter
birds.
is
That's okay.
Walter. Are you still using StreamYard?
No,
Lord,
I've put that down. Right now, I'm searching. That's why I said I'm entertaining Mac and Ecamm. I'm entertaining.
We can have an
I'm
intervention.
just
here.
saying.
Okay.
But thank you for putting my business out there.
In
I
these
wasn't
streets.
putting your business out in the street. You the one who said it on. You said it yourself.
Sorry about that.
If you hadn't said it, I wouldn't have
Sorry
said a
about that. See,
word.
we didn't mean
No, I'm
to
talking
throw you
about
off.
James. Tell me I'm not
I know.
Ecamm. All the Ecamm.
Come on, man.
people
We're talking about family here. We don't.
Yeah, thank you.
We don't
But
do
you know
this.
what? You actually are, because you don't have to be using Ecamm. We have plenty of people in the Ecamm fam who don't use Ecamm.
Exactly.
This is
How about that?
Side eye again.
Yeah,
There
no,
goes
I
more
agree.
side.
I agree. But again, continue to educate us, sir.
Yeah, don't pay no attention to the squirrel moment. Sorry about that. We had a little squirrel moment.
You had a big one too.
It wasn't a
I'm
squirrel.
sorry, Janay. Forgive me for being inappropriate.
Very good.
Nate over here dropping them gems. I wish I could pull up comments from TikTok. I see everybody.
You can't pull comments from TikTok yet?
Well, yeah, we got. Yeah, we can't put. It's in our TMP feed, so it.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Our TMP. It doesn't bring the comments over.
Yeah. So if y'all see my eyes moving, it's just me trying to be attentive.
Okay, I'm going to be quiet and let Mr. Janay complete his thought.
No, I was saying that we got to bring our people together. We got to trust and bring people up, because when we do that, we all rise together.
Mm-hmm.
We all rise together, right?
We do, and so I'm gonna tell you a rise together moment.
Yes.
And he gonna be mad at me, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I don't care and I'm not scared.
Like that.
I would not be doing anything on YouTube if it were not for Walter Strong. Point blank, hands down.
Put you on top
joke.
right there. There we go. Put you on top there.
I would not be doing
I love that.
anything. And for that, in all seriousness, all joking aside, and for that, I will forever respect him.
Amen.
No matter what. I'll tease with you, but this one I'm serious about, because I would have never started this journey without him. Everybody else came after, and I love y'all, but I started because he put me in action, and he would not let go.
That's cool.
I love that.
And I think that's. I don't want to interrupt, but I think I'm an old man, so I start forgetting things. If I don't just blurt it out, then it's bad. But
you're the old man, all right. Just checking.
That's part of the privilege that drives us that have been in this digital content creation ecosystem for a period of time, who we call ourselves either coaches, instructors. I still refer to myself only as a storyteller, but we want to see the next person come up. We want that next person to not only have that message, but have that aha moment of, yeah, I can do this. It's not that hard. Janay can show you how to build a studio if you got the links to the stuff of where you started, brother, with your Logitech to where you are today, right? I mean, how you can actually transform the production. But if you've already got the content, if you already got the message, we can do all this other stuff behind the scenes. We can do all this other Wizard of Oz stuff behind the scenes and give you that to where you have that Florence Donald moment of, I can do this. I can thank you for the introduction. I can go out there and do this myself, and I can grow. That's what drives us. It's not always necessarily only the financial piece.
Mhm.
We're in this for business, so many of us, yeah. I mean, that's a portion of it. We'd be remiss if it wasn't.
Mhm.
But my God, seeing somebody come on and actually saying, "I want to do the thing too. I got a story to tell. I got a couple of bucks. I want to. What platform should I go get to start streaming? Start telling stories?
Yeah.
Uh,
Mhm.
how do I engage? How do I build? Well, who do I go to form the LLC? Right, all that stuff.
Mhm.
Get all that done later. We'll get it done, but let's get your message out there so you can have that again, that aha moment. Okay, done with the soapbox. I'm gonna go look at the comments again. Maybe James needs to use AI to take down instant thoughts and ideas while live. Oh, you see, there he go. I need to start reading these comments before I put them on the screen. Is what I need to do.
Yeah. Rule number one:
You know,
read before you post.
touche, brother Gabe. Touche. When you on next week though, I'm gonna throw you one in the
Mhm.
bus too. But there
Mhm.
you go. Thank you, Marv. Appreciate you, man.
This is awesome.
This is dope. This is what we do, man.
I've been missing it. I've been missing it for sure. The live stream stuff, because y'all got different time zones and not small kids, and
I'm surprised your son hasn't walked through yet.
Well, I told my oldest to put them to sleep.
And of
Like,
course,
y'all
now you
eat.
got an oldest. So
My
again,
oldest is 15. All right,
Mm.
so he's kind of like that. I can. He's very helpful in that. So my
That's
two
good.
oldest, 15 and 10, they will put my youngest, who's 3 years old, to sleep
Okay,
and get him bathed and do all the stuff.
do all the thing.
We train him. I mean, you got to train him young, right?
Right. That's right. That's right.
Tell you what, let's do this. And again, I want to be cognizant of folks' time. And I think Florence has heard me with this analogy. I know Marvin in the comments has heard me with this analogy. I got to come up with a new one because it's very bad. We kind of like crack dealers who gave y'all a little bit. Want y'all to
You had
What
to
is he
use
really
that.
does need a new one.
I-
He needs
but-
to
You
stop
definitely.
using
I was
that.
like,
but
what?
it's right
You-
off the dome, right? So
No, it is
it's-
not
it's-
right off the
For-
dome.
I don't know.
It's-
Again, this is
you
me.
gotta
I'm
come up
sorry.
with a
Like you
better-
got to
gotta
think
come
real
up with a
hard to come
better-
up with that crazy.
That's just where it came. So again, we crack dealers. We came here. We gave y'all a little.
No, we are
something.
not.
No. This is
I'm
not.
trying-
This is
trying to
not
get y'all
Nino
these
Brown
eight
in New Jack City.
No.
I have
We are
no
not.
idea what
Got
you're
it
talking
from.
about, man. I have
That's
no
literally where I
idea.
got
I
it
have no
from. Right?
context.
So got where I was going. We want y'all to come back for more. This is a really good experiment. Before we wrap up and as we go around the horn, though, Janay, I want you to, if you could send the link to your book, because I'll put it on the screen too.
Sure.
The experiment work, we're going to continue to use this platform because I want to be able to bring in QR codes and shopping and things like that and allow people to pair their channels. But I will even myself expand it. Today, okay, in all transparency, I didn't feel like going live on my main channel because I'm still kind of in my feelings. Because again, my son left this morning and went back to college, and he's driving 6 hours to another state. So Dad is a little soft right now. But I didn't want to. But I'm still gonna cut this up because Florence said some things that need to be turned in the shorts like real quick. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to bring this unscripted on a weekly basis. People can just show up. I'm going to put links in description so folks can join on camera as well if they want to. Gabe, you're definitely welcome, brother. I'll make sure I got your contact information, but just a conversation by creatives for creatives. And it doesn't always, again, have to be about technology stuff. We one of these weeks, we're going to talk about your beekeeping, Janay. We're gonna talk about the Mont Blanc versus Parker versus Schaefer. Florence, be ready. Be ready.
I'm
Oh,
all
I
about
got
the
something
Schaefer.
for you.
We gonna talk
I'm all
about,
about the Schaefer.
but again, just having dialogue and again, just being conscious in conversation. I think that matters as well. So again, there's a selfish reason for me wanting to do this is to bring these different communities together. Hopefully, we're bringing value. I see we're winning right now, literally over on TikTok. So I like that. So something seems to work. I'll look at the analytics. I'm a data nerd. And we'll figure that out. You can see if it really resonates and matters over there. But that's what Said the Costco sampler. Oh, see. Okay.
That will work. Costco sampler
That's
will
No,
work.
better.
trademark. I can't use trademark.
That's why he put Costco without
Yeah.
the.
I'll come up with something else. I'll come up with something a little more PG.
Please come up with something else.
That's
Yeah,
again. That's why I'm not on the main channel right now, just in case that would have gotten a strike.
Your brand deals and sponsor deals would not be happy with that.
They'd be
with
like,
that
Jay's
statement.
talking about crack dealers. Okay. He was scared. There it is. Janay, tell us, man. Okay, let's. Well, no, you came in late, so we're gonna.
Yeah,
You go second. We're gonna.
I go last.
We're gonna start ladies first.
Yes.
Florence, help us bring this plane in.
Well, joyful conversation is always enlightening and insightful. I focus on helping mission driven professionals who want to go from chaos to calm in their productivity system. So if you want to connect with me, hop over to my channel on YouTube. It's at Equip Institute today. It will be changing. Or even better, come join me at join.florencespeaks.com. That'll put you into my community. Whereas there's some stuff that doesn't go anywhere else.
You just said that it'll be changing though.
Yeah, you did.
It's changing?
What are you changing?
What you changing?
You will know when it changes.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Can't you at least drop
that means you got to
breaking news or something?
It means you got to tune in on Friday, I guess. 6:30 p.m.
You'll know when it changes.
You can't drop some breaking news for us, Lord have mercy.
My designer is still at work. I can't get ahead of him.
Okay, well,
okay.
This is the place to really drop that breaking news. Walter Strong, tell us, brother, what's happening, man?
What's happening? I mean, I appreciate the invitation to get back into the saddles of live streaming. I took a break for a while, so I kind of felt like I was rusty here. So hopefully I was able to provide some value coming out of the gate for the first time in a long time. Truly enjoyed the conversation. Learned a lot on the different topics that we talked about, from Blanc to Parker to Vic. And
that'll be next week.
We're
gonna spend more money.
I'm like a big brother that's just so proud of my big sister. The things she's doing, and as a when you think about martial arts and karate, when you're a sensei and you send your student out and she starts opening up her own dojos and schools, and now she's training people. I'm just like, wow, you did something good. You did something good, and there's more there are more Florences, male and female, to reach and to connect. In terms of you connecting with me, you can connect with me at Kneeling Warriors YouTube channel. Right now, we are focused heavily on helping God's people to learn how to fight their battles on their knees in prayer. Too many times we want to sing the songs that God will fight your battles, but yet we don't want to do our part in the battle. We want to shout that God has given us the victory, but we don't want to learn how to fight our battles. And I'm talking about the battles from mental health. I'm talking about the battles to your relationships with your spouse, with your children. We're so focused on, as content creators or non-content creators, chasing views, chasing notifications on social media, trying to get likes and followings, but yet we in pain and we got battles that we don't want to let people know. So if you're interested in that type of content, faith-based content, go over to Kneeling Warriors YouTube channel and you'll find some content that's going to help you grow your relationship with God.
I love that. And I was not fast enough to get all of those other, I know the links, but I'll put them in the description as well, so folks can check out where everyone lives. The only one I was able to quickly do, because I asked you to do it, was Nade's. There's a link to his book, ladies and gentlemen, 7 Stages of Home Studio Evolution. Look, I don't have a hard copy. Florence, you got a hard copy? Let me put you up on top. Anybody else got a hard copy?
I do have a hard copy.
Oh,
Florence got me.
I actually have given other people hard copies.
Yes, she has.
Oh, you got multiple copies. I don't have any copies.
Yeah.
She even brought me on the office hours.
Yep.
That was
Wow.
amazing. That was what, last year?
We cooking something up. You may be getting another call.
I mean,
Well,
top
talk
live
about
over
office
here.
hours. Just I think somebody, John, was it?
Okay.
He's part of the office hours community. He recently passed.
Yeah, John Prado.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw that earlier. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Battled oncology. He was an oncology patient for a long time.
wow. It's another
Okay.
reminder how
That's
short
it.
this life is.
Life is short.
Life is very short.
And that's why these engagements, these conversations matter, right?
Yeah.
And being focused and locked in.
Mhm.
Tell folks where we can get with you, Janay.
Get the book. He already queued me up. But if you don't get the book, check me out on any platform at Super Janade, or you can listen to the podcast hacksandhobbies.com. I've interviewed over 700 guests on the show. It's been a lot of fun over the years. And Florence, you need to come on. Walter, you need to come on. James already been on, but y'all need
I
to
was
come
gonna
back
say
on.
this again. Kick
I'll
to the
hit you up
curb,
on
boy.
Discord. You can tell me what you're trying to get me to do.
Man,
Yes, sir. I would be honored to add value to your audience.
Thank you so much.
chopped liver right here. Okay. I don't get no
Remember,
book.
you said you was an old man. Maybe he wants some
I
new
said
blood.
you come back, James.
I'm gonna listen to the replay myself to make
All of y'all
sure.
are youngins compared to me.
Yeah. Y'all good people though. Y'all good. Appreciate it. Appreciate
They are
y'all.
good
you.
people.
Thanks for the invitation. This is fun.
Janay put us out there on Twitch, got us out there on new channels. So I love that. Gabe started over there. What's up with that? I love it. Shouts out to TikTok, man. I ain't mad at that. I don't know why I keep being locked in on that because we look so good. I didn't think we.
Well, it's the first time I've ever been on TikTok.
Is
tonight.
that you better subscribe because we out here, me and Janay, trying to do some things. We trying to reach the youngsters.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all, if y'all found value out of this, let me know. If you did not find value in this, still let me know.
Let me know.
There it is, right? That's how we go end each particular week. See you again next week, Tuesday afternoon for Unscripted. Thanks, y'all. We out.